background.
Hey guys, we are live. Welcome to episode 8, Trace Decay of Westworld. Yes, we moved our Westworld discussion to 10:30 right after the show. And thank you for joining us if you're joining us now or later. And with me here is Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I am good. That was an interesting episode. So we had a big reveal last week, and this week was kind of a little tempered back, but it's again some more story details in this episode. So first off, general thoughts without getting into any details. What do you think of the episode?
It felt a little slow, but it kind of makes sense after that reveal we got last week. I mean, there's a little bit of reveals here this week as well, but last week's was the big one.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It was slower, but I liked the pacing. I think Westworld does one thing, even when it's slow, the music just kind of gets you there. You're like, even if it's a small reveal, right? You still get that like feel of like I learned something, in the show. And we got some really nice little tidbits. I'm gonna start off with Dolores here because I know we were talking about this before we started, so I figure I might as well start with something we didn't talk about. Is Dolores, and we see something there that I'm not too sure. So she goes back to what she calls home, aka the first version of the park. Because if you remember, that's the part in the park where they were talking about the first hosts were really rudimentary, and they're teaching them how to dance. So that was the beginning of the park, and then she shoots herself in the head. So I think that was the point where Ford said she wouldn't let Arnold do what he wanted to do. Because I think she was the one who was shooting all the hosts, and I don't know what happened specifically, but then she shoots herself, where she was almost doing the same thing again, and then Will stopped her. Now we know that Will and the Man in Black are not the same person. Definitely not the same. Just that theory is out the window. Just done completely.
Yep.
But Will must be feeling like he's stuck in something because he's going on this journey with her because he likes her. And at the very end, his brother-in-law, soon-to-be brother-in-law, former brother-in-law, kind of rose through with his new posse.
Oh boy. Prince Caspian needs some help.
Yes, definitely. Now, okay, what is up with Felix, man?
With who?
Felix, who's coding Maeve,
Oh, okay. The chink?
Yeah.
I think he's scared of her.
Yeah, he's scared. He's scared. But but why wouldn't he? I mean, I don't get it. I get the fact that he's thrilled that he's able to do something higher than his station in life, but come on, Felix.
Hey, sometimes you want to do things to help yourself get ahead, but he doesn't realize.
Yeah, because Maeve now Maeve can control other hosts. She has the same level of clearance as Bernard.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
And then she killed homegirl, man, from Banshee.
Hey, her memories are vivid. They're perfect replays, which is why she can't control it. Now, the fact that Maeve wants to escape, she's set everything for herself to get out of the park. And also, even her plan of getting recaptured is her plan to get out of the park, I think. And, at first I was thinking, why is it that she's able to control and remap herself? And I realized, I'm like, these robots are smart. It's just what level of dumbness they put them on anyway. It really doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what it is.
You two marshals will see who's the quick draw on each other.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was cool. It's cool to see Maeve do that. But then you have the other aspect where, so now we know that the corporation was trying to get the data out of the park. They're the ones
who set that up.
Yes, because remember when the lady from head office took the story writer, says, "I want you to create a narrative so we can get him out of the park." That was the same thing Teresa was doing. Because remember, they've been trying to get that data out, and he will not give them that data.
Then where was it going?
It was going to the highest point so that you could actually beam directly to a satellite, line of sight, to transfer data directly.
Hmm.
Now that
one guy's coming back.
Now they've been caught. Now, the problem with the guy coming back is, will Dolores eventually spot him later on?
Only answers that will be said in 2 more weeks, in the final 2 weeks that we get with them.
Yeah. Now we got some backstory on the Man in Black, and it was nice. It was a nice little backstory explaining why he is the way he is. The fact that he was always a monster and he tried not to be a monster. That's pretty much what he was saying. Is that he was a philanthropist. He's
what's with everybody being a philanthropist, bro? We got Bruce Wayne, Iron Man. Who's next? The Man in Black.
I mean, what's his name? Bill Gates is a philanthropist also.
Doctor Strange in a way.
No, it's not. That dude is not a philanthropist, man. His ego was too much for that kind of stuff. But it showed that he was, like they say, the park brings out your true nature. He was always an evil person.
Yeah, because he went and killed the madam
and
felt nothing.
Yeah, he said he only saw. Excuse me. Wow, I didn't even know how that came out. Sorry. He said he felt life when she was crying at the very end for a brief moment. And even Wyatt's people, man, that's some weird stuff. So
they're programmed weird.
Yeah, but my issue is this: Wyatt is tied to Arnold and the final story, but also Ford is using Wyatt for his storyline. So how is Wyatt involved? Is that Arnold maybe posing as Wyatt?
Who knows? That's going to be the $1 million question. Because, I mean, Cyclops can't catch a break, dude.
I'm telling you, man.
And then he got stabbed over here. Oh,
it's a poison arrow.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Because you can see the black tip around. Yeah, it was a poison arrow. I mean, just basically, it was once his body senses the poison, he was slowly just shut down for a while. That's the whole idea.
He just can't catch a break, and now the man. See, the question is, she called him something. I can't recall what she called him.
Theodore. She called him Theodore. Yeah.
So is that his name?
No, Teddy. Theodore is Teddy. That's the full breakdown for Teddy is Theodore.
Oh, man, I thought she called the Man in Black by his name.
No, the Man in Black. Now I think about it, we didn't hear his name, but he's definitely not Will, because those two things are happening at the very same time. Where Will and where's Teddy is.
Yeah, they both got captured, just in 2 different parts of the park.
So now we have a situation where we've got, and again, we finally find out that Ellie is dead. We've almost forgot to mention that. I know we talked about that before that, but we got confirmation that Bernard killed her. And Ford is such an evil bastard, man. Ford, he's like, tell me, have I killed anyone like this before? He's like, no. But doesn't he realize that you can never fully delete anything off these guys?
I don't think Ford realizes that. I don't think Ford is realizing that. And now the question is, who is Ford creating? Is he creating an Ellie? Because no one knows where she's at. And then Bernard kind of slipped up on himself. I think the Hemsworth brother is trying to give him condolences about his kid.
No, about Teresa.
No, I wasn't about Teresa.
It was about Teresa. Listen to the conversation again. Said, I know both of you are close. I work security. It is my job to know.
Like I said, man, I needed to rewatch this one.
Yeah, he said it is my job to know. So he was basically talking about Teresa. because remember they were all roaming around like it was a big secret and everything, and of course Ford knows because
that place probably got cameras out the yin yang all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, but as you could see how what's his name, Bernard was able to scrub himself out of the camera. Look at that software, just go. Zzz, zzz, zzz. He scrubbed himself off it. I was like, give me that piece of software. Sheesh, I'll scrub some background stuff of my YouTube videos.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was so it was basically about Teresa, and he's like, I don't know anything you're talking about. Me and Teresa were, remember, he said Teresa and I were professional, and I didn't know her that well. And he was like, yeah, I saw
I got video, and I wouldn't be shocked that there was video inside the damn crib.
So at least for now, though, he might take it because they're having a public conversation that he was just, pretending. But again, he doesn't know. Now we see clips from next week that he's going to start remembering.
Yeah, he's going to remember, I think, Ellie more.
Yeah, and then Teresa. But I think Teresa won. I mean, both are going to hit him hard. Now, the thing about it is that, that's a dangerous game he's playing, especially the fact that, to me, his most sophisticated host is Bernard. I mean, the guy can program all the hosts. And he has...
He programmed Bernard to be able to do that.
Yeah, but that's why I say he's his most sophisticated host, which is why he should not have used Bernard to kill anyone. I mean, he should have used like his old, the old family that he set up.
He could have used that family.
Yeah,
the dad. He was probably under the impression that the mind wipe would stay permanent, and he's not realizing that it's coming back to them.
Yeah.
Spontaneously through different portions of the day. So that's probably what's going to, I think it's going to be bold, but I think Ford bites it in episode 10.
No, Ford doesn't die.
I don't know. It's shaping up that you're going to have two different rebellions on this show. One trying to escape the park and somebody trying to kill Ford.
Well, actually, technically, it's not even two. There's a couple of things that come to head. Okay, there's one sneaking out designs. Now, mind you, remember that host that he put all the memories into still has a bomb in his spine. By the way,
he has a bomb in him.
Yeah, every single host in the park has an explosive.
Yeah. That's why the madam wanted to get that.
Yeah, so she got hers out because those guys helped her take it out. But it doesn't look like they took it out from those guys, from the dad. So that might come into play, unless, of course, that's something he just kind of missed by omission. Then you also have the fact that Maeve wants to bust and leave town. And
see, this is what gives this show some clout. It has 3 different plots going at the same time, if not 4.
Yeah, you still have the man. You have the Man in Black, and you have Dolores' storyline, which might come together because, of course, they're all going to Arnold.
We've got those two. Then we've got Ford Bernard, Ford's diabolical plan with Bernard in the mix, and now we got the Madam.
Technically, there's another storyline that is still going to continue. Is Will's. Will's not a focus now. Will's just a sub character for Dolores, but I think Will's no.
That's if Will makes it out, because I think his brother-in-law might want to.
I think his brother-in-law would want to beat him up. But the reason I said that is, remember, 2 or 3 episodes back, Will's brother-in-law says they were looking to buy Westworld.
They must have a lot of money.
Their company was looking to buy Westworld, a competitor. How does that play in season 2?
True.
So and what's Will's position in that company, and what's Will's position out there? I think we'll see maybe some glimpse of the outside world next year. Maybe not like as a whole, maybe just one episode where somebody else from the outside world will explain something and we'll see just a scene. It might be still in a room or a hotel. So it doesn't look like it's the outside world. It just looks like, like normal in like a normal place in the business side of Westworld. So it's a lot of stuff, but I enjoyed the episode. Again, it's typical Westworld. They lay some things down, but when you start thinking about the episode, you start going, okay, there's this, you know, and not like you know. I think we got our big reveal in episode 7 till episode 10 is maybe there'll be some in 9, and then 10 is where everything kind of goes. They will. I think they will answer two things, one big, one small, and leave one big and one small for next season.
Well, see, that's what's going to happen. We'll probably get a couple of storylines closed out, but then next season they'll probably have 4 more while they're closing out the other 2.
I don't think Maeve's storyline is going to close out.
I don't think so either. I think hers is probably going to.
Yeah, because remember, she needs to start a rebellion. She needs to be able to hide within the park, and she needs to be able to do that rebellion undercover, in a sense, at least for the meantime, before she can get out. So it's something where she will be testing, sending her. Now she has control, so she has an army that she can control. But also,
by little, she's creating it.
Yeah, but also remember, the humans can control her army also. So that's where her catch-22 falls in. She can tell a host, shoot the human. Even if he shoots, it doesn't matter. Nothing's going to happen. But the human can say, turn around and chase Maeve, and it'll just be a stalemate. So,
well, she's going after the big gun next week.
We'll see. But not realizing the big gun, Bernard is a host.
Well, she's not going after Bernard. She's going after the guy she let take the safe.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
His crew.
And his crew. Yeah. We'll see. So. But he's always a step ahead of Ford. Are you talking about Arnold?
No, I don't think he's talking about Arnold. He's talking about Ford is always a step ahead.
Oh, Ford is. Yeah. Ford is always a step ahead, but this episode, dude, he felt a little sloppy, didn't you think?
Yeah, I think Ford was a little sloppy this week.
I mean, Ford is usually smooth.
He feels too confident that, by the touch of the button, I can do this and do this. But he's forgetting to realize that whatever code he put in them, it's either Arnold got his hands on it one way or another, and it's giving them their memories back.
Yeah, so that's the thing, though. This is also the first episode I think, I could be wrong, that we saw Ford use a tablet.
I think he's used one earlier in the beginning, like towards the beginning of the season.
Maybe, but I mean, because usually, man, he is good with his voice commands all the way. Like when Bernard was getting pissed, and was about to hit him. He's like, "No, relax." So, I mean,
it might have been episode 1.
It maybe. I was just surprised because it was a lot of him using tablets in this one. I was going to say, I was like, wow, Ford, man. I mean,
well, those are some good tablets. I mean, they fold open, become, you could have it as a looks like a 7-inch tablet all the way up to a 12-inch tablet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then it's also a phone.
Yeah, I need one of those. Maybe the tablet is just for looks. I know. No.
Well, not this week.
Not this week, though. Not this week. But for the erasing part, you could clearly see. And also when we went back to when he was wiping out Maeve the first time with her child there. So,
yeah.
I think I saw a large tablet. No, it's the same tablets.
No. Remember when they went to take the bomb out of Maze?
Yeah.
I think that's what he's referring to.
Oh, okay.
That big old tablet that was like.
Oh yeah, but that was in operating module. So it was like by the bed, but the ones they carry in their hands are the foldables. It opens up into a 10-inch. It folds down to like a 5-6-inch smartphone, what have you. I mean,
that's the future of technology.
Yeah, that's the all-in-one device right there. Except no keyboard, no physical keyboard.
It does everything, dude. If you think about it, you can bring data down from whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny though because she said she was uploading. The lady from the company was uploading so much data from that little tablet or phone tablet she had into the hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's crazy. Seems like
And
a
then
larger version. Wonder why. I think no. I think that was just a stationary one, and I think that's one that if it gets messy because you're cutting up the host, you're doing all these different things. It's right there. You don't want to use your personal device because the smaller ones that fold out to 10 inches, 7 are everyone's personal device. It's like Felix's own personal device that just has access to it.
dude, you would think Westworld would have better security walls.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. Westworld's whoever is running IT in Westworld, let him feel like. I mean, you need to track all users, man. Come on. How the heck does Felix have like
free reign?
Free reign to jump in? And at least, okay, fine. Maybe he found a way in, but when you notice that, and also, it seriously should be anytime a host gets updated, that update request gone through should come into IT office, and then you just see, you don't have to see what the update is, but you just see who actually requested the update.
Stubbs is onto Bernard.
Yeah,
it seems.
Yeah. So
who's Stubbs? Is that the Hemsworth brother?
That's the brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the brother.
Yeah, I think so too. Let me see what else. Dude, how Maze sliced the guy's neck open. He didn't bleed out, luckily, which is weird.
It was one of those cuts that, I mean, it was like she did a precision cut where it's like, I'm gonna cut you and you will die, but that's when you die slowly. That's like a slow death. This is her, like, because now she's so precise. She is her functions, everything up to the core. So
I think he was under the impression that she couldn't harm him.
Well, because
she wanted to teach his ass a lesson.
He didn't know that. See, I want to know what Felix is getting out of this, because right now I feel Felix is getting shafted.
I don't know. He's got some secret under the table thing going on with her.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get he's showing her compassion, and most likely he'll be the only one she doesn't kill.
Hey, he's like, I helped you through all this. You don't kill me.
When
you let me live to help you with maintenance.
Exactly. This the thing is, I mean, eventually they can teach themselves to maintain themselves. Actually, if you think about it,
she can teach herself by looking at that tablet.
Yeah, I mean, because she already knows how to use the stuff anyway. So I was like, man, it's just that I was like, Felix, come on, man, Felix.
We need Elsie back, and she was the one who would run all this stuff.
Yeah, but Elsie is clearly gone.
I hope at least next week's episode they touch on it a little bit more.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. Like, it just kind of jumped. I felt like it felt a little cut out to me. Would you agree?
I think it was just more to tease us. They gave us a little glimpse of that little 2-second tease of that, and they're going to pay it off next week. I'm hoping next week.
I think they'll pay it off when he remembers.
Yeah, that's going to be the big payoff. Because remember, at one point he's calling her, and she's not answering, and then the next minute he's killing her.
Yeah, how did he make that jump over there? I mean, that's a hike. That's not like some close location.
No, I don't think so.
It's a hike. Sorry, I think I missed the question. Maeve sliced Sylvester and Felix treated the wound with one of the other devices. Does that mean Sylvester and Felix could be robots? No.
I don't think he's a host. I think they just had that little torch.
No, it works. It works the same way on humans.
Obviously,
even though they're 3D printed, but they're 3D printed from some material that feels very skin-like. So I don't know specifically what that material is, but something very skin-like, if you will.
It wasn't another host. It was Bernard.
The other host was talking about the girl outside. What's her name? The one that she sliced outside. The replacement for Clementine.
Oh, well, the girl from Banshee.
Yeah. That's the other one that she sliced from outside. And yeah
she sliced her I was like, what the hell? I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. But then again, she was going through this like back and forth situation in terms of just like her brain was, it felt like she was in and out. So
Yeah, her AI was playing tricks on her.
yeah, I mean the fact, and it kind of makes sense, and I can see why they have issues because they don't recall everything like we do. I mean, you recall a memory, you don't recall it vividly. You don't remember everything to the T. You kind of remember it fuzzy. And then when you tell a story, which is why like you tell a story, say we both hung out, and then 5 years from now we're telling our kids or something. We're like, yeah, I remember the time like I finally met Lou in person because I haven't met Lou in person yet. And then I'm like, yeah, and then Lou did this, and Lou's like, no, you pushed the bottle. I'm like, no, you're the one who pushed. No, and they're like, no, yeah, I pushed you, then you hit the bottle. That's what happens.
Fuzzy memories.
It's fuzzy memory. But the hosts are actually going in and having some really in depth. They're just replaying it back in high definition, in 8K or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, we have to wait and see, but definitely, it's gonna be worthwhile payoff. I think.
Like I was wondering, are they gonna pull the Game of Thrones and have their episode 9 be the big reveal of things, or are they gonna?
I think it's episode
slow burn
7.
it and have it be in 10.
No, I think it's episode 7, and I think then episode 10. I think 7 is the one, just because that Bernard reveal was confirmation for anyone who had that theory, and there were a lot of people who had that theory, out there. There's a lot of people who, like everybody, at least even not Bernard, but we thought that one person out of that main crew was a host. Remember, we were thinking maybe Ford was a host. Could he be a host, or could he download himself into a host or something? But now we know that Bernard is the host. Like everybody thought that one person was a host somewhere.
You know what made me start thinking that Bernard was the host? After watching, I think it was 2 weeks ago, TV Talk, and Sasha Pereira goes, have you noticed that all the times it's the host that wake up from sleep? It has yet to be a human. And we come to find out Bernard was a host, and we saw him wake up too. But we were thinking he was a human.
Oh yeah, that's true. You never see the humans wake up. I never thought about it.
So it's been Dolores, the Madam. Has it been Teddy or Cyclops yet? I don't remember.
No. He's never actually had to sleep.
Oh yeah, he slept on the train.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He did sleep on the train. The very first episode, right? First or second, whatever episode it was.
That's why I was like, that first episode really threw me off because that guy kept waking up. I'm like, what the hell? Is this shit on repeat?
That's true. Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I think the Man in Black / William is going to use the maze to upload himself into a host copy of himself so he can be with Dolores. That is not William. William cannot be the Man in Black. You know why? Oh, maybe not though. But it's the same time period. I was just thinking. I was like, maybe
They're
not.
They're the same.
Yeah, same time period. Yeah. I apologize. I'm looking at my video. My video is completely blurry right now on YouTube. I do not know why. So
it is what it is.
Yeah, it is YouTube, and Lou is quite clear. So look at Lou. Just look at Lou. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining, guys. If you're watching us for the first time, we just started doing Westworld on Sunday nights because Walking Dead was getting boring for us. And again, Walking Dead is also a longer season. So we will do Westworld 2 more weeks. Is it on next weekend or no?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay, I should be back from Massachusetts by then. I think so. I'll let you guys know. I think I'll be
back Sunday.
I should be back Sunday. So we'll do that then. And also we'll follow up with Walking Dead will be tomorrow at what time tomorrow?
You say it. I'll be there.
All right. 12 noon.
Okay.
All right, guys. So thank you for watching. Do like and share, subscribe if you're watching this for the first time. Appreciate it. Thank you, John Doe, I See Spots, Azi 2001. This is Thunder E as well as Lou Rod saying thank you yet again. This is the 5th thank you I've just said. And always enjoy your entertainment.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.